Hi everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining me again for today for this reading. So I'm going to just spice it up a little bit, or just change it a little bit, and do what I'm going to call a Willy Nilly reading, just because reading. So I just decided that there's a message for whoever's going to listen to this. Might be a small selection of you, or whoever's going to read this message is for you. Whenever you see this video or whatever, or watch it, it will be for you. It's timeless. Message is always just timeless. So just take the message when it comes through to you. But sooner the better. So thanks for your like, shares, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for supporting me. And I think then we can get started, right? So check out my website. My website is now live, www.lightbrotherhealing.com. My email, light@lightbrotherhealing.com. Check it out. Let me know what you think. I'd like to hear your comments. Thanks so much. Okay, so I've shuffled the cards. I've meditated a bit on it and to see. So we're going to just see what comes up. And I'll give you the message. So let's see. Don't forget, don't shoot the messenger, just the messenger. Yep, take it as it comes. Right, so Queen of Wands. I think we got this some time last week as well. Okay, Queen of Wands, you're dealing with someone who's quite quirky, I suppose, a friend, definitely a female friend, or someone who's got those kind of qualities about them. Can be a male, doesn't necessarily have to be a female, but this generally does resonate with a female. This could be you as well, if you are a Leo or a fire sign. Specifically, this card resonates more with Leo as well specifically. So I would then say someone is the fire sign. You could be Leo, you could be Sag, or you could be Aries as well. If this is you, you've been a very friendly person, very loyal, a very dedicated person to people. You are a rock, someone very stable that someone can depend on. Also, someone who's also an adept, a master at doing something. You've achieved mastery doing that, but you also do it with devotion and emotion and compassion towards others, that feminine energy as well. If this is a male, remember you can also need to balance out that masculine and feminine energy as well. This is talking about that if you are a male and you're getting this card, you have a very good balance with those feminine and masculine energies about you too. This could also be wonderful for you. What I'm also getting is that if this is you as a male, or vice versa female, but also balancing those energies, is saying that you're going to be also then readying yourself to be able to meet that soulmate, or if you want to call it a twin flame, whatever you want to call it. The jury's still out on that one for me. I'm not quite sure anymore. I've given up. It just is what it is. So I'm going to use the word soulmate loosely and twin flame loosely. So if this is you and you balance that masculine feminine energy, that's what I'm getting, is that you are then on your way to reaching and meeting that person that you're looking for as well. So you're coming into fruition to yourself, knowing your powers, knowing who you are, and what it is you want to be getting with yourself and moving forward. Okay, we've got the Six of Wands and the Death card over there with this too. So you're definitely moving from quite an unstable situation. As I said, you're coming into that mastery and that balance. So you're finding that within yourself, the masculine, the feminine, and everything that goes together with that in your life. Across the board, your life is then moving into a new way of being, a new awareness, a new consciousness. The old you is definitely dying out. You're seeing a lot of shifting and changing and melding from the person you were before. But these are also things that you yourself have initiated with this Death card. The old you is literally dying. It's a rebirth. It's a renewal of who you are. A new you. The death is a necessary card. Doesn't necessarily mean that someone's going to die, but in this instance, it's talking about an individual, a person that is also moving through this transitional phase and change within themselves. I'm also saying this is male and female. It doesn't have to be just a female. I'm talking to everyone here. Whoever this is for you, I'm talking to you, whoever you are, whatever gender you are. Transgender, there's 37 different kinds of genders as I last remember. So whoever this is for you. You're going for transformational change. You are just taking the bull by the horns and you're going with it and you're running. A lot of action required from your point. You've gotten through a stagnation period and just moving through that. Of a lot of turmoil, a lot of hardship that I see here, and just moving to a more, from a tumultuous period into a more calm, a relaxed period. The mind also just stilling itself and just calming down and finding a way of doing that, but also just spiritually moving into this new transitional phase of you and moving into, those of you who are moving into a dimensional shift, we'll be going to the 5D as well, going to that, some of you over here, moving or coming from that sort of idea or place resonating with you, you are moving and transitioning into that 5th dimensional reality and self, leaving and discarding the old 3D dimensional you, but moving into more 5th dimensional reality as well. So also talking about, put some meditation in there, doing all the things you've been doing, keep on doing them. They really are working in your favor. And it's a good idea if you just continue going on, right? Devil, Two of Pentacles, There's been a situation that you are also very sort of undecided about, and that is been causing you a lot of grief, to do with obsession. You're obsessing about a situation where we are finding we're not ourselves, and we'll be just moving into this, moving into that situation where you have had to make a lot of decisions. It's been a long time coming. It's been quite long. It's been delayed, and just also yourself getting out of your own way. Really, this is talking a lot about just moving and getting out of your own way and just finding your own path and finding where it is that you belong. Finding your life purpose is where you are moving into right now. All this obsession and all this toxicity in your life, it doesn't have to be drugs or anything like that. It could be just also just your thinking could be in that way, and so therefore you're attracting the things around you. But this is the realization of you making a change within yourself, realizing that you are the ones who need to make a shift. You can't wait for this to fall out of heaven like a miracle. Yeah, miracles do happen, but you have to initiate the change and be willing to make that change for the change to actually transpire and to happen. If you keep on doing the same thing over and over again, you're going to get the same result or get a similar result. Things are not going to change effectively in a massive changes, what you're looking for. Here we are seeing massive transformations, transitional changes within yourself. Okay, so this is what I'm getting over here as well. With the Two of Pentacles, you could be coming out of a period also of just not feeling too well. This has been affecting you physically. This is what I'm getting here from this, that someone has been affected physically from this. And so you're moving out of the transitional phase mentally. Your thoughts has been making you sick. What you've been experiencing has been creating. You have been the master of your own demise at this point. And this is what this is saying, that you need to become, watch your thoughts, watch what you create, because you have become highly creative. And with you moving through this transitional phase, this new you, everything has become heightened. Everything has become stronger within yourself, and your creative abilities have been more instantaneous. And so you've got to be careful what it is you're putting out there. Would you rather have something negative appear in your life and perpetuating that with negative thinking? Or would you rather put that through positively by creating positive things with positive thinking? I know it's difficult, it's not easy. I have the same. I often suffer from negativity all the time, especially in the morning when I wake up. I think, oh my God, Gareth, what are you thinking? So this is the same thing that I'm telling you as well. Be mindful of your thoughts. And you can change it in the moment. Remember, even if you're having a negative thought and you find yourself going down a negative path, you can change it in that moment. Just decide, you know what, I'm not going to allow this to happen. Don't allow that person to cut you off in traffic to upset you. It's been placed there to aggravate you, to make you have negativity or negative thoughts and thinking. Just give it some love and just say, you know what, it's cool. Crank up the music and just make yourself happy. Or whatever, or just don't even react. Just look at it. You can just shake your head and just look at it and allow it to be. And go on your merry way. Whatever it is, anything, situation, person that's coming in your way, this is what I'm being guided to say, is that just don't allow it to affect you. There's so many things happening and so many energies around us at the moment that is affecting us so dramatically right now, that this is what it's telling us, that this new us, the more that you change yourself and the more you want to change yourself, the more you're going to find that these things are coming in to derail you from the road and the path that you're going on at the moment. And so you just need to trust and do that and not allow that. It becomes harder and more difficult. So therefore, it's more important for you to be able to do those things that give you that sense of peace and calm and positivity. Things like listening to music that is more stimulating in that way, or more calming and relaxing. Maybe meditation. Meditation, people find difficult as well to meditate. It's okay, you don't have to know how to meditate. Just sit with your mind and allow the thoughts to come and let them go and let them happen. And we are supposed to be here to experience, be angry and upset and unhappy and be happy and then be sad and then be all these different feelings and emotions and experiences we're having. That is what we're here to do. We can't all be this happy people all the time. You can't be. That's one thing. It's an imbalance. You can't just be this all the time and not experiencing that. It's going to come up here and then you'll have the negativity at some point. So if you're trying to find an even balance with them sort of thing as much as you can, it doesn't always stay like this either. It will sort of do that, but you don't need to have extremes from one to the other. So it's finding that balance by using things like meditation just to still and calm the way you respond, the way you react to things. It allows you to look at things in a more objective point of view. That's what meditation does for you as well. It just sort of tweaks things within you that you cannot control, that you're not aware of on your own, allowing that higher self to come through and that higher you or subconscious to work on you on the inside that you're not even aware of. Subliminally, it's like fine-tuning a radio. You know, you can't quite get that frequency, but the more regularly you do it, the finer and more easy it is to find and perfect that tuning that we want to find within ourselves. Do that fine inner tuning that you need to do. So take out the time to meditate, to do yoga or Pilates, or go for a walk in the mountains, or go for a walk outside if that stills your mind. Or sit with yourself for 50 minutes and just put on the music and just put your head back and relax. Run a bath and relax and put in the music, put in some lovely essential oils or things to make you happy, or take a nice long shower and not worry about how much water you're using, for a change. The food that you're putting healthfully into your body. Also, nutritious, healthful foods. You know what? Healthy food doesn't always have to be boring. You can make it interesting. So do those things for yourself that is important and so necessary for your everyday life as well. It will affect into your everything around your environment, and things will start to happen and shift around you and change the way that you wanted to do. But you've got to initiate that change. You have to be the change. This is what this is saying. All this is happening around you, and I can read till I'm blue in the face and tell you what I'm seeing. But at the end of the day, you're going to say, oh, the reading didn't happen the way that you said it's going to happen. Well, what did you do? Did you change it? Did you do anything to change it at all? Maybe yes, maybe not. And then you will see what shifts. And I hope that if I'm reading something negative for you over here, it doesn't happen. Because then I'll be happy that it didn't happen, because then you know you've initiated some change. This is telling you exactly what the current energies are at the moment and what you need to do to change those energies. Readings are melding and changing. If you watch any tarot reader or any other person who does readings, or even a psychic or clairvoyant or anything else, or an intuitive reader or whatever, or medium, whatever they read for you is not necessarily going to come true. A large majority will be like the whole greater picture perhaps, but the finer details and things is the things that you can change and manipulate to make it a better experience for yourself. Are you going to reach that end goal or journey having a shitty experience or negative experience, excuse my French, or are you going to have it doing it in a peaceful, nice, calm manner, or enjoyable experience getting to the end goal? That's not your be all and end all. It's the journey that you're experiencing is what you want to have and enjoy. And this is what this reading is about. So I just picked out here the 9 of Wands and these 4 of Wands. So all this reading is also talking about is requiring action, and that things are starting to speed up and moving and going to, if things have been very stagnant for you as well, specifically with Pentacles, it can be very slow and very slow moving, a lot of vacillation. And so one tends to change one's mind so many times. And this is where we find ourselves in as well. Is finding that also now is the time where things are starting to shift and move forward in a more progressive or fast manner. But also to stand your ground. Don't give into situations when you're chopping and changing your mind. Don't allow people to sway you in terms of what you've already decided. Don't allow that to happen. Keep and stand your ground. You're going to have a lot of people wanting to give you all sorts of advice. No, you must do this, you must do that. You know what? Take what resonates and leave the rest. It's like a reading. If you feel that people also, because people have their own motives, whether it be for your good or for the bad, they still have a motive of how they would like you to go in a particular direction. But that might not be good for you. What you feel is good for you. At the end of the day, you need to be your own wise counselor. You need to listen to your own wise counsel, because you know what is best for you. People can put them into perspective for you, absolutely. Then it's great. But also, there's also talking about the moon in Sagittarius here with this card talks about intuition, the gut feeling, that intuitiveness, and then running with that. Being passionate and going with things passionately and running with that and going, and not to be deterred, not to be swayed in what it is that you have decided already. A lot of people also at the moment don't want to take vaccines. You have this anti-vax, you have pro-vaccine and that kind of thing as well. And people are all debating and arguing and fighting with each other about that. You need to be your own guide in terms of that. I'm my own guide of it as to what it is that I want to do, but you need to decide what is best for you. And it goes for everything across the board. So with the 4 of Wands as well, it's also talking about making a new home, maybe also getting to a new business that you want to be going in as well. It's great that it's all coming to fruition now, starting to move forward, and you're going to start seeing the results, the fruits of your labors, so to speak, as well. So if you're looking at doing that as well, could be also deciding on just also someone, I mentioned also someone coming into your life as well. This would be definitely the person for you that you've been waiting for and looking for, and it's going to be quite quick. It's going to happen really rather quick as well. Okay, it could be also someone returning from the past there that you could be having, that you've been longing for. If you've been also longing for someone and waiting for someone to return and really wanting to do that, that's going to happen right now. It's really quite unexpected. It can happen within the next 4 days, 4 weeks. I would say within the next 4 weeks, 9 weeks possibly. This 2 of Pentacles talks about 2 months. So anything between now 4 days and 2 months could be when it's happening. So the 7 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords over there as well to add to this reading. So we're also looking here at about something that you might have put time and effort into. I'm specifically feeling this card goes together with that Four of Wands there specifically. We also have the Two of Swords, which also goes with that Two of Pentacles. There's this indecision and of the turmoil of one's emotions that one sort of keeps in there, is finding that stillness, that Two of Swords, is just finding a stillness. This person has this blindfold around their eyes. It's just saying also, you can't see with the eyes, but rather, when we close our eyes, we heighten all the other senses we have within ourselves as well. So it's also to look at those senses, look to those other senses that you can't necessarily see. Everything, what we see is not necessarily true as well, Looks can be deceiving. We expect or experience one thing with our eyes, but it can be entirely different from what it is that we thought or processed or decided what it was. So that's that over there, to think about that, is to just trust your intuition or going with that. Also kind of meditation. The Two of Swords also kind of meditation and going within. Trusting, and ask yourself, if you're not sure, you don't have to ask anybody what to do. Ask yourself and wait for the decision or for the answer to come. If you're also a highly intuitive person like that, anybody can do that. You don't even have to be highly intuitive for it to be. Don't have to be a spiritual person for that matter. But if you do it more regularly, the more you trust it and you trust yourself to give yourself the answer, the stronger it will become. That voice will become stronger. The feeling will become stronger within yourself, to know, to hear, to feel. We all feel and do things in different ways. Some of us might feel, some of us might hear it, some of us might just think it or whatever, or see a picture. Doesn't matter. Trust yourself and trust you as your own guide and your own wise counselor to be able to make those decisions for you. You don't need anybody to do that for you. No one. Not a psychiatrist, not a psychologist, no one else at all for you to be able to decide for what the best things is for you. So do that. Okay? Take a moment, ask yourself a question, whatever. It might not come right now. Might come in your dream a bit later, possibly. Might come during the day. Might be someone saying something when you're walking past, whatever. Be open to anything and any message that's coming your way. Music, on the radio, this, that, they're reading something, somewhere. We are bombarded by messages all day long. Every single day of our lives. It's just for us to open our eyes and to see them. Right? If you ask, you'll get it. But just be open. So that Seven of Pentacles is also talking about as well, putting in some effort into... I'm also getting very much a past person that's coming back with you. You're longing for this past person to come through, and it might not have ended very well, or it ended very abruptly. And so you put a lot of time, a lot of effort and energy into that, and you're worried perhaps that this... Well, I'm also getting that, I'm getting some of you as a past situation that's ended. And so you have you're sort of like lamenting, or sort of like pining for this person, this situation that you put so much time and energy and effort into, and you felt you've wasted your time to do that. It might be coming around back to you again, and into that, and for you to decide whether you want to put your time and energy into it or not. So as I said, this is something from the past, but also that's happening now again, and you could then decide whether you want to continue doing that, go back into the situation, and reflecting on all the time that you felt you might have wasted. You are then at a crossroads with everything in your entire life of deciding which path and road do I want to take. Do I want to do more of the same? Throwing water onto water? Putting more of my time and energy into something that is not giving me the result that I want? Or am I going to take a risk or try something new, something different, and put time and energy into that? You might have a couple of paths or energies available to you. But if you just take a moment to sit back and look at each one, it could be 3, or it could be 4, it could be 2, it could be 10. If it's 10, well, you're going to need a lot more time to think about that. But if it's, let's say, 2 or 3, I'm getting 3 right now, so you get 3. Okay? Some of you will be 2, some of you will be 3 options, but you definitely have options available to you. If they're not here yet, they are coming, and they're coming quick, hard and fast. So, I'm getting here that you have an option to choose from. Look at the one option and project yourself and see, given the current situation with the characters or people at play within your field or space or environment, what would be the likely outcome if you follow the same trajectory that you're going on in that direction? It's easy to see. Do I want that? Does it make me feel good? Trust your instinct, your feeling. Does it make me feel good? Put your hand over your heart or your solar plexus and feeling like that, sacral chakra. Do I feel good about that feeling? Do I get a nice feeling inside? If not, then why would you want to go in that direction? Then go in a different direction. And look at the other one as well and see how you feel about that. And do the same for any other option whenever it is in your life, and decide, how am I going to do that? Some are more difficult than other situations, but it's a good guideline. And if none of them are feeling anything, then you don't have to take any of them. Then wait for another option to come along. You're not forced to do the same thing. That goes for your relationships, for career, where the opportunities come your way. But don't also don't also look a gift horse in the mouth. If it comes your way, an opportunity comes your way, give it the time of day to allow that to actually be looked at. Because some of you have been very, very hurt, and so you are just pushing everything away. People, situations, and just also cocooning and just hiding yourself away from the world because you are afraid of getting hurt or being disappointed yet again. So don't allow that to color your world. Don't allow the past. Learn from the past, but don't allow that to shape your future in a way that is going to be to your detriment. Okay, let's see what else is. Okay, this one. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. So the 10 of Pentacles is also coming through there as well. 10 of Pentacles is about change. A lot of you are going through a lot of changes, as I've been saying the entire time. It's a time of change. We're in a world of change. So this is a 10 time of changes. A lot of you are going to be moving for business. It's going to be very sudden. I told you, quite sudden. This is also by October as well. So this will be happening within 10 months. It could be starting now for you, or from the beginning of the year, or from when your birthday is. That will be counting the 10 months forward from then, from when you're reading. So your 10 months already started within 10 months of when either this reading, or for when your birthday, I'm getting from your birthday, because that's our new year is our birthday, not the 1st of January. Your 1st of January is your first day of your birth moving forward into your life. So for some of you, this has already started already, and it's continuing. It'll be by the end of the 10 months counting from the beginning of this reading, from your birthday. Or it could be also for some of you, it's going to be now, it's already started, it's culminating by October this year. Okay, you'll be seeing some changes coming in. If it's starting for you now from now, July, August, we'll include July. July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. So by April next year, you're going to see this change happening. For some of you, it's going to be in October as well. There's also Pentacles. So we're looking at also the different signs, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. So May has just come. Some of you's already initiated this change in May. During the Taurus sign, zodiac sign. Others of you will be coming through in Capricorn or Virgo, in September. So it'll be happening right up to September, October, as I mentioned. Okay, so Virgo is more September. So end of August through most of September. Okay, towards the end of September. And then others of you will be by January next year, late December, January, up until I said then next year. So given those time periods up until about April next year, the cards don't lie. It's telling you that period. Okay, so this also could be happening for you. I'm also getting during winter time with Pentacles, also very much a time of winter season. So I'm getting this is happening for some of you right now during winter, by the end of this winter, by September. Okay, is happening. So a lot of it is happening by then, right now. So I would work on that period. It's already beginning, already started already. Okay, so look at any of the time periods. You're going to be changing jobs, moving home, possibly also for your work. An opportunity coming your way. Things might be ending, you might be having sudden changes and having to move and shift jobs, and that will require you to have to move to do that. So it's a change of residence as well that you're going to be doing, a change of family, leaving family behind, or going to family. If you are on your own, you'll be moving towards family and closer towards them. Or if you are with them currently, you will be moving away on your own. Regarding your family, if you're a family person, you would be then having to consider thinking about that at the moment. There's all these changes coming in with decisions that you have to make. And once again, look at the different trajectories and decide what feels best for you, right? For everyone concerned. This is with the time and energy that I'm putting in with that 7 of Pentacles. Happy home. It's a lot of shifts, a lot of changes happening for you. Death. But it's definitely good changes that are happening. It's actually really, really good reading. So I'm going to leave it with that because I'm feeling that is where we should leave it. Okay. Okay, they said there's more. Hold on a moment. Oh, no, that's definitely not. 8 of Wands. I'm not taking all these cards. That's definitely not them. With the 8 of Wands is here. Some great news coming in. Very positive news. I'm getting the 8 of Wands. I always love positive news. I feel everything related to this work or there's new opportunities coming your way. Also called the arrows of love. So some wonderful news about related to the arrows of love. Also something very serendipitous. Something we're going to be going somewhere as well. Could be a work function that you're going with this 10 of Pentacles. That you're going to be meeting this person, this individual, or people who are going to be giving you opportunities. If it's not love that you're looking for, but you're looking at career, then that would be something for you there related to that. So this card also relates very much to Mercury in Sagittarius. Okay, Mercury, of course, being the god, messenger god as well, coming in. He's mercurial. You could also be a very tumultuous person, mercurial kind of characteristics over there. You could be meeting someone with those mercurial characteristics specifically. Someone who's very creative, very inspirational, sort of very like tempestuous personality, sort of very like all over the place, very exciting, changes their energy a lot, but very high energy individual coming through there for you. If this is the kind of people you're talking about. A lot of creativity, innovation coming through with this as well. So you could be expecting to maybe do a job like that, maybe something different from what you've been expecting before, and also some of you making a change completely in career as well and going for something more creative. But it's also telling you to also allow your creative and innovative juices to flow in that direction specifically too, if that's what you're looking for. Okay, so that's that. I'm leaving it at that. Okay, one more. No, that's not going to do it. They say one more. One more, let's see. Hold on. Let's see, one more. Is anything more? No, that's too many cards. One more cards. Wow, okay. We'll take all those three. So we've got the Page of Swords. We've got the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and we've got the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. Okay. So, let's give me a minute. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, so as I said, some of you are going to be moving jobs. This has also seen a lot of career reading. It's a bit of love for some of you. Some of you are not looking at the love aspect. There's a lot of changes for you, but some of you, it will just be there. In general, you will be experiencing changes across the board. If you're not in a relationship, it doesn't matter. If you are in a career, you're not going to change your career, it doesn't matter. There's going to be a lot of changes in your life coming through for you. You've been very set in a comfort zone over there with that Nine of Cups, and you've been very happy with that, but you're about to be shifted right out of that comfort zone, I'm sorry to tell you. You don't have the Tower card here, so it's not going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be a nice change. It could be a nice change. So don't be always so negative about it, because we tend to do that. Don't worry about it. It's going to be a nice change. You become, you know what, there's no growth for you anymore where you are. That's what I'm getting. It's something that there's this Eight of Pentacles. You've been adept. You've done a lot of work. You know what you're doing. You got the skills of the trade. You know exactly what you're doing. In fact, you're also a man of many talents, or woman of many talents as well. Okay, a jack of all trades. Some of you could be a jack of all trades as well. Have many different abilities to do different things. You might have some hidden abilities and things that I'm getting here that you have not been exploring. This is an opportunity to get into that. If you've lost your job as well, you can also look at some other avenues that you haven't, and you will be getting into that, which will be opening up a whole new revenue stream for you specifically. Also, just to look at things in a nice holistic manner, not to worry just too much with that Knight of Swords. Also has a very aggressive, angry energy for me, the Knight of Swords, and I'm getting that from here as well, that things are going to be coming at you very, very quickly, and that you shouldn't also just be careful of the way that you respond and react. Don't be like a bull in a china shop. It's Taurus, Gemini energy with this Knight of Swords there as well. Taurus can tend to do sort of things and off the cuff, kind of very quick, and same with Gemini as well, can be very quick to express themselves without catching what they're saying and taking the time to think it through before they react, right? That's what the card is also saying to you, that just don't be too hasty to be off the cuff and quick to react. But also the Eight of Pentacles, moving through things, a lot of changes, you're coming out of your comfort zone. It might destabilize you a little bit, but you'll be fine. Just take it in stride and not to stress yourself up about it, because you have everything that you require. With it being an adept at doing what you're doing with that Eight of Pentacles, putting in some more time and energy, also into your studies as well. So you've been putting a lot of time into that. You're really perfecting your craft, so to speak, and you really are there. You don't have to doubt yourself. So there's opportunities coming to you. You're going to be wondering and thinking, oh, can I do that? Am I able to do that? I'm not sure if I've got the abilities and the skills. You do. You absolutely do. And it's telling you also not to compare yourself to other people. Don't compare yourself to other people and think about your friends or people around you that you think are doing better than you are, or whatever, you guys perhaps in the same field, possibly. Or also like maybe also just spiritually based practice. Again, people are going to go into more this kind of delving into that kind of thing as well. And if you feel that you don't have the skills or the knowledge or the know-how to do that, you're fine. You've got everything that you require. You're going to be definitely looking at also working in teams and groups of people, meeting some new people that you're coming together with specifically to advance yourself in this new field. So these opportunities are going to be coming to you. You're going to feel a little bit out of sorts and out of place to do that, but you've got everything. Just trust yourself. Feel the fear and do it anyway. So that's what this reading is telling me over there. So I'm getting that is it. Okay, sort of reiterating what pretty much everything is saying. Some of you are signing some new contracts and everything. Do your due diligence, check out everything, do your homework, and make sure that everything's above board. Okay, but watch yourself, how you react and how you respond. Meditating and all that kind of thing is going to help you to respond in the right way and come across the way that you would like. So, I'm going to leave that reading there, I think. Let's do some angel cards. Let's just see what they say. Some nice, beautiful, positive energy. Don't forget as well, you can always put the energy into the reading when you look at the beginning of the reading. It's a bit late right now, I know. But you can do it for the angel cards. There's 3. I'm going to take... No, that's too many. Let's just wait a bit. Please, do you have a message for this individual people that's reading this reading? It's appropriate to them, please. Give me a card or 2. Okay, that's fine. We'll just stick with 1 card. Ariel, lovely card. Let's see, Ariel. New psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. I said it. I said it. I did say it. Or rather, they did say. I'm just the messenger. Right. Ariel. Okay. Additional message. It's not your imagination. You really are psychic, and you have connected with the spirit world. These mystical experiences are occurring due to your increased spiritual openness and because you have asked about your angels and your life's purpose. I am part of a large group of angels assigned to help those of you who have spiritual gifts. We will send you additional earth helpers in the form of spiritual teachers, books, and classes so that you may further open up to your spiritual abilities. Please don't be afraid of your gifts. Although you may have been teased or punished for being psychic in your childhood or past life, we can help you heal any fears that you may have about being psychic or spiritually gifted. Just ask for our help and it is given. The earth needs your help right now. We ask that you regularly send the divine love and light within you towards those who need it most. Simply hold the intention of sending beams of loving energy toward any place, plant, animal, person, or situation, and it is done. We thank you for your earth angel assistance. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So as I said, a lot of you are going to be opening up those spiritual gifts and coming to your spiritual selves and going through that massive transition. Trust it. Go with it. I've been having the same as well. I've been guided to do this and, so I'm an English teacher and this is what I've been guided to get into. I've always had these gifts and I was, negated them, but I'm doing it in a way that I know how. Do it. Start somewhere. Do something for you. And don't worry about people laughing or anything at you at all. Doesn't matter. Don't pay any attention to them. As I said before, focus on what you're doing. Hold your own counsel. Guide yourself. Don't pay attention to what people are thinking. What they think about you is none of your business. So forget about it. Out of sight, out of mind, and it won't affect you. Don't read the comment section, as they always say. So that's for you. That's beautiful over there. I'm going to get you a rune. Let's see. Let's do a nice rune. I like a proper rune. Put your energy in, please. Put your energy in so we can get a nice rune for you. Ooh, okay, that's that one. Another one. That's that one. Okay. Right, so we've got 2 non-reversible runes. You can't really see them. Is that one? Is there one? And now I'm visually stimulated, so I like to look at things and see and remember them in my mind's eye. Okay. Right, let's read them. Let's see what they say. Let's see how they pertain to this reading. I'm quite curious. So the first rune there looks like little two X's together. Okay. It's called ing, I-N-G. Good news, a stranger comes into your life, family. Yes, I said something unexpected with that wonderful 8 of Wands. They're coming in suddenly. And then, of course, some of you new people, some of you I said could be a returning person as well coming into your life. And then the other one, the next one there is charity, altruism, humanity. So altruistic activities, doing things that are helpful people, also spiritual practices and things like that. Being altruist and be of help and being service to others as well. Charity, humanity. So if you haven't been pushed into that, you don't necessarily actively have to do it. If you don't feel like doing it, actively going to do it, you can support a charity. So be charitable, be like a humanitarian, and be altruistic. Altruistic activities are very nice. They're all about the esoteric and the occult and spiritual practices and things like that. So that's my calling for me. But if that's you, that'll be the kind of thing you're looking at. And then the other one is... So we did, sorry, I'm getting lost here. So we have man. The second card was man. Charity, altruism, and humanity. The first one's called ing. Good news, a stranger comes into your life. Family. Okay, have you been neglecting your family? I did say that to you. I mentioned about family, moving towards your family, moving away from your family. Talking about that as well. And then the last one is called EOH. E-O-H. Endings, emotional difficulties, growth, and change. Said the same in the reading, so that's also confirmation there for you as well. What else? What else do we have? I want to do something else for you as well. I use tourmaline for my stone, so if you want to use tourmaline as well, don't forget I said something nice and helpful. You can do a detox as well, juicing and things like that. Celery is wonderful for juicing, all those kind of juices. Explore them, make them interesting. Buy smoothies, for example, peanut butter, banana, honey with nuts in it is really, really good. Some yogurt is really delicious. Or do a berry blaze with different berries, you know, using bananas as a base and some yogurt or whatever. If you don't do dairy, you can use some ice or whatever and some fruits with that. So you can blend all sorts of things in there. So that's also a good idea. Going in a detox, that kind of thing. Dried toast with fresh avocado and that was also really good. And then, of course, you could also, like I said, boulder sonara, I love it. And nephrosolid is great for cleansing up the kidneys and the liver specifically. If you don't have the money to buy those things, that's fine. Take a grated onion, grate it or prick the whole onion, put it under your foot and tie to your foot and just lay down, relax. It draws out toxins out of your body. Powerful stuff. Potato will do the same. If you're sick, between your shoulder blades, grate some, squeeze out the water, whatever. For the onion, you can drink the water. You can put it between your shoulder blades and just sort of tie it on there or put something on there, a poultice and put it on there. Draws out illness and sickness. If you're feeling flu-y, feeling ill, coronavirus or whatever you want to talk about, you can just help for those kind of things to help draw out the toxins in your body. Put a half onion in your room. So onions are really, really powerful as well. Take a clove of garlic, pop those. If you don't want your breath to smell, cut open the garlic, take out the green pith in the middle and swallow it. You won't have any smelly breath for that either. Very, very good. So those are some of the things you can do if you're not feeling so well. And of course, herbal tea is absolutely amazing. If you have respiratory problems at the moment, stinging nettle is really, really great. Making a tea from stinging nettle. You can do the leaves and steep that from the leaves as well and the root, which is really, really powerful stuff. Dandelion, another powerful healer. There's so many wonderful things growing in your garden which are really, really good for you. Okay, so check that out. And of course, just check and see how you would respond to that. Maybe a health practitioner, if you've got a health shop, you can check it out and to see what the side effects could be. But those are powerful healing herbs too. Okay, right everybody, green tea as well, another powerful detoxer. So if you're going to have some honey, if you have it with warm water, it tends to make you lose weight. If you drink it in cold water, it tends to make you pick up weight with honey. So make sure you get some pure honey, it's not mixed with syrup in there at all, which is really, really important. And check, hopefully, preferably a non-irradiated honey if you can. Not everybody can afford organics. I cannot, so I use whatever I can get a hold of. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for your time. I hope this is helpful. Thanks so much, and you take care.